boxes of hose. And then that's our Bilge hose there. Alright.
Where's the Treadmaster?
Might be in here. We'll have to see.
No, it's gotta be bottom of that box. I just removed our light cover, and we are going to try to replace our regular light bulbs with some LED bulbs that we bought on Amazon. We just bought a couple of testers to see if these are going to work. We're not sure if they'll be bright enough, you know, if they have enough of the LED bulbs or not. But alright, so this is our regular light bulb that goes up in the cabin top. And as you can see, there's two prongs on each side, the same distance from the bottom of the bulb. The replacement bulbs that we got, which say that they fit the exact same bulb, have one prong that is closer to the bottom than the other. You can see that from this angle. So these do not fit. So these will be going back to Amazon. And now I'll be looking online for images to make sure that those two little knobs, these two on the sides here, are equal distance.
So this was the length of hose from our manual bilge pump right here that had a small hole in it that was leaking. So we just got this new piece of hose in, and I'm just replacing it. It's going to go from here down to there, and together with this wire right here, it's kind of crimped up underneath here to keep it out of the way. So I'm just getting this on right now, and then I'll be tightening up this O clamp, and then doing the same thing with the other side, and then I'll be getting in the Lazarette to put it up with some zip ties to get it up on the underside here.
Oops.
Well,
Another project that I'm going to be starting today is to take down the headliner. We're going to be removing some of the deck hardware to do some rebedding, and we're going to need to get access to a bunch of things, a bunch of fittings that are going to only be available to us if we take down the liner. So hopefully in a little bit this will... Alright, next thing I'm going to try being the operative word here, is remove all the screws and try to get this vent off and this, grab bar off, and try to free up this from the deck. If I can get that off, I can sand and seatall this, hopefully, and we can also rebed everything in this general area. We also want to take off those stanchions and rebed things on this side. We'll see if we get there this week.
I can start to wonder what...
Alright, I'm about to sand the remainder of the loose stuff off the bottom of the Lazarette cover. I'm going to be using this bad boy. Wish me luck.
So here we are. This is the starboard side, the cowling vent here, and then we had this bar. Well, it's actually right over here. Those two things were positioned right there. I spent some time today getting them off. First, it was really difficult. Heated these things, but what ended up being the process that ended up working was use the heat gun on the low setting. Just kind of heated it up, and as things heated up, I then put the small screwdriver underneath, where I could get in a little bit, and just tapped it in ever so lightly with our rubber mallet, and heated it some more. Tapped in a couple more taps. I heated it some more, and then I put a second flathead screwdriver, a little bit bigger one, in and tapped in a couple times. Heated it again. A couple taps on both of them, heated it again, a couple taps, and usually by that point in time, suddenly the whole thing would come up and off. I was afraid that this might be 5200, which would have made it a lot more difficult to get off, but I don't think it was, because it came, like I said, it came off pretty easily. We're taking all this off and going to rebed it. So obviously we need to really clean this stuff up before we go and do that. Be doing that with some Brillo pad, maybe one of the Scotch-Brite pads, and I don't know, just a lot of cleaning, some acetone stuff. We'll also be cleaning up the bottom fittings on all the things we removed. But the other thing we're doing is we're looking for some sort of leak into the deck, and I think I've actually already found it. When we did the survey, there were some elevated moisture readings right in here, and we're not exactly sure where it's coming from. We weren't at the time, and we're not now still, but you can see right over here there's these screws, and these were the screws that were holding in the box, the Dorade box here, and there was really no caulk on these screws at all. So my thought is that there was some liquid, some water kind of seeping down into here, and maybe if we got a lot of water or something like that, it would eventually sort of migrate through the core in the deck here and cause some problems for us, and lead to those elevated moisture readings. So we're gonna have to sort of drill those out a little bit more, and hopefully it's not too big of a job, but try to address that, try to get all the core that has been compromised out of there, put in some new epoxy hopefully, and let it set, and then seal everything back up. So pretty big job, but once we get that done, we should be in good shape. It really wasn't causing any water below. We'd get a couple drops of water in, I don't know, bring it over here, in the corner of this port right here, and I'm not really sure if that was actually from all of this or not, although it did look like maybe it, if you look on the bottom, if you look underneath on the cabin top, it did look like possibly it was migrating down the cabin top and coming over here. We haven't had to take off the cabin top, and it doesn't look like we'll have to, because these were all screws. However, I think I'm probably going to end up taking off the cabin top just to see what I can see from that side, right in this area here. So we will see. But today was some good progress getting this done, finishing up the manual bilge pump. I know Margaret felt like she got a lot of work done on the hatch and also learned quite a bit about it. And a couple other small jobs that we did.